Good morning, my darlings. I do hope this finds you well. And this is your reading for the Capricorn full moon. And it's been a big one already. It's been a big one. So the full moon actually set yesterday. So in reading terms, we are a little bit behind, but the energy is still good. It's still here. It still rolls around for quite a while. So we're not going to get into we've missed it kind of territory. And there was no way in God's green earth that I would have been able to read yesterday because I had the most like insane migraine that came out of nowhere. I'd been doing some sessions, came off, went to have a drink, boom, straight out, straight to bed. So that could resonate with you. Something bowled you over, something, took you by surprise. Obviously wasn't the planned scenario, let's say. Wasn't exactly what the doctor ordered. So I have no idea what's going to come through. I've had like little snippets of downloads and things leading up to this reading, but I wouldn't say anything was really cemented in. And I picked the picture for the Capricorn energy on the moon with the bottom half being in the water because I don't feel like that part of Capricorn gets any kind of like I never hear anybody talking about it. The fact that it's like a sea goat, not just a goat. And I feel like there's something along the lines of like finding a steady ground in something that's moving. That's definitely the energy that I would say has been a collective narrative. So we're going to start with the AEIOU Oracle deck. So this is my deck. You can purchase this. You can purchase this from the description box. The feedback that I'm getting is pretty bloody amazing, actually. And I have to share how much that humbles me because, wow. So thank you for everybody who has given me the feedback, who has supported this being out into the world. And I'm just so incredibly grateful. And my intention, my hope is that this gets into the hands of families and can improve communication between children and parent to parent. And it just is a tool. It's just a really good tool, even just to start a conversation, even just to move some energy, even if your toddler is screaming their head off and you're like, what the absolute hell is going on here? These cards can really help. They really can. Even the pictures, they're like, I can't thank God enough for passing this through me, I suppose. But with that, I shall continue. So the soil card, this is about moving into a expansive part of your life. This is basically starting again. The sun is rising. Oh, are you wanting another one? Okay. The sun is rising. And there's a feeling of, you can see all the field, you can see the vast expanse of the field, and you're like, oh my God, there is like so much planning here, there's so much to do, there's that real crossover in your energy of like, this is exciting because I'm doing something new and I haven't done this before, and the world has opened up to me, but it's like, so what do I do about that? Oh, right. Okay. So there's lots that want to come out. Is there another one that wants to? There's lots that want to come out. So I feel like this soil card is bringing in the energy of that sort of, right, okay, you're being silly, so I'm going to put you to one side because you're just throwing cards out all over the place. We'll come back to you in a minute because you're just getting a bit feisty. Everything that happens in the reading is for the reading, by the way. So even the way that the cards are playing up, that's all communication. That's how they communicate with me. So, you know, just take it how it resonates with you. Okay, so this soil card is sort of calling to me with the same kind of energy as the Capricorn. So you've got the really grounded, four-legged kind of animal, the goat, right? Hardworking, really goal-driven, you know, smashes through the limited belief systems. But then you've got two of the legs that are actually a fish, a mermaid's fin, whatever that is, like in a different realm, right? And really, if you think about how the animal moves, they use their sort of legs separately. So the back legs, you know, do this kind of thing, but the back legs sort of skip, don't it? Like, you know, go and have a look at how a goat moves. I mean, some do pogo, but I'm just getting images of like little goats like throwing themselves off things. But like what they're asking me to say is this back energy, this push off is coming from something that doesn't, it's water, it's not earth. So it's from your emotions, not from like a grounded, logical, that makes sense to me reason. It's like your emotional well-being and your emotional intelligence and your emotional health is the thing that is going to give you that forward energy. Sorry, I find goats so incredibly amusing. It's just so funny. Right, where are we going with this then? Let's have a look. The stories are always first to chime in. As I said, I don't really have like a fixed sort of narrative of what's coming in or what this is about. I mean, this could be literally anything. Okay. So we've got the death card in the reverse, which is basically saying that something has not quite ended yet. Something is not quite over. Maybe this is a holding back of something. Maybe this is, maybe even not quite ready to be let go. Maybe there's still something to, you know, to take from this, to go. The word they're giving me is garner, and that's not something that I would normally use. To garner. I'm going to write that down. There's still something to garner. What I always say is pay attention to the type of words that are coming through when they're channeling, because, and actually look up the meaning of the words, because there's a reason why that type of word is being used to describe that thing. Because what I find is that our belief systems will use certain words that have like a negative connotation or a positive connotation, or like you'll find a lot more of the description of the energy within the actual word. It's really quite interesting. It's really quite interesting. Like certain words carry certain frequency, and when they're channeled through, it's meaning something different. So we've got the Magician now in the reverse. Something is not quite come into your, okay, well, that's nice and easy then. So the Page of Spikes, the Blue Flame, and the 10 of Hearts, you're not seeing this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. This is the new opportunity for all this stuff. Yeah. So where do I want to go? I'm going to lay that out like that. Bear with me just a second. They're wanting the Dungeons and Dragons. Are they wanting the Dungeons and Dragons? Okay, so we've got the Emperor. I was picking up masculine energy straight away, so I've pulled the masculine deck out. I don't know whether you saw that before I had my hands on that. So, okay, so let's have a look at this. Where do you want to go first? Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. Okay. So bear with me a second. I just wanted to make sure that I was getting into the right energy that we needed to move forward. So as soon as we open the deck, we've got the Emperor. And I'm getting something about big shoes to fill. I'm hearing big shoes to fill from that. And nothing really more. Queen of Strength. Okay, so I'm hearing like a fire's been lit. I feel like a fire's been lit. Oh, straight away. King of Intelligence, 10 of Intelligence. Whoa, okay. So this, we've got 10, 10, 10, basically. Your 10 of Hearts is being crossed by the 10 of Intelligence. And this to me is and both coming out sideways as well. Both Intelligence. I feel like you know very clearly what your 10 of Cups for your happy ever after. You know what you want that to look like. You think about this a lot for whoever I'm speaking to. A lot. But it's like, what do you do with it? With these both coming out sideways across this 10 of Hearts, it's like, yeah, you know what you want. Yeah, you think about it a lot, but it's, I'm hearing zombie. It's in your head, zombie. I do apologise if you're hearing all the noise from the vegetation being cut outside. I do apologise. Just so happens that it's happening exactly the same time. Okay, so we've got the Empress in reverse now. And then we've got the 8 of Intelligence in the reverse. So I feel like you're letting something go from this like lack mentality. I feel like this could be a mindset. Absolutely, could be a mindset. The Empress in reverse doesn't have to be male or female. So letting go of the feeling that you might not be worthy, or you're this is definitely getting out of your head about this. Maybe feeling more confident in regards to what you want your 10 of Hearts to look and feel like. You know, planning. The King of Intelligence is someone who is very strategic, very logic. But with these both coming out sideways, this is not energy that's like fully invested yet. I'm definitely seeing a lot of passion from the Queen of Strength. The Queen of Strength is basically the Queen of Wands. So she is someone who gets the job done. She's got a lot of passion. Very, you know, like a magical creature, uses her intuition as well as her work ethic. She has a really strong work ethic. And yeah, I'm just being told to say, like, don't take the cards as masculine or feminine. It's just energy. It's just energy. So the 7 of Strength in the reverse, I feel like this is you pushing something away. With this fire energy, burning something away. That's what I'm getting from that. Pushing something away. Oh, can I have less, please? That wanted to pop out into this. Okay. Right. So they're signaling to me what you're burning away. With this passion, with this strength energy, with this fire energy, I'm seeing like literally burning up through your whole like chakra system to push this I'm not good enough feeling out, like almost like burn it away. Okay. I get really weird energy from that card. Not usual for what I'm getting from this card is you're seeing who like, let me show you the card because then I can explain better. So you're seeing these different entities sitting around the table and you can see him going after his bread, right? And this energy is you in the middle. This is whether you're male or female. The energy from the cards is basically like someone who is very balanced, very giving, who likes to share, okay? And then you've got the different entities around which are taking, like, why this is something that you're noticing, okay? And this is maybe something that kept you in your Empress in energy reverse, because certain people that were sitting down with you and sharing your energy may not have been giving back in the same way. Yeah, you understand where I'm going with that? So it's like seeing more clearly who should be sitting down at your table. Yeah, who you should be working with. The King of Strength. I feel like you're you're basically driving your sword of truth through anything that is no longer serving you, anything that isn't balanced, anything that is holding you back from leaving karmic loops, anything that is taking your energy. Like this Knight of Swords is, I mean, you can see how fast he's moving. He's driving down, he's driving home into this Justice in the reverse energy, cutting it off, killing it off. So this is in your thought processes as well. Like, what am I giving my time, my energy? I'm going to put that up there. And I definitely feel like this has something to do with something karmic. Yeah. So the 3 of Charisma is about community. Having the right people round you. It's very important at this time. And who is, I'm hearing like picking people that, like, say for example, in a friendship or in a relationship or in a family dynamic, it's like you're still all working together as a team. You are a team. Like whether you're in a serious relationship, friendship, whatever, it's like, yes, one person might be really good at sort of like making sure that everyone's been fed, let's say, and then somebody else is really good at making plans for the future. Like everyone has their place and everyone has their skill, and it doesn't mean that everybody's doing the same thing. Do you see on the card? It's like everybody's using their tools, everybody's using their gifts, but they're all creating this energy together. Okay. So I feel like there's something along the lines for you in regards to maybe people that have sat at your table before or been in your life have been, you know, maybe take, and not really investing time and energy into the project, into the family, into, you know, the different scenarios. Take it as it resonates for you, because that's going to be different for everybody. I feel like the masks are falling off and you're seeing how unbalanced and how chaotic people are. I feel like that's definitely true for you. I feel like that's a really strong message, actually, because that came out like quite softly and you know, it didn't come out with any force. It was just like, oh, I am actually, you know, I am actually seeing this. It just flipped over into the deck. So I feel like if this hasn't happened already, then it absolutely will do. But you're seeing so clearly now that the masks that people have worn for their own selfish reasons have been causing drama, chaos, you know, like that have been breeding into this kind of devilish energy, really. I mean, if I wanted to highlight, there's this Capricorn kind of guy at the top with this big, this is not working. I'm getting very strongly that this is someone not working for the greater cause, for the greater truth, for the highest of all. It's like you can see this so clearly now. And maybe this could be you, to be fair. I mean, like I'm saying, people around you, this could absolutely be you. You can see where maybe you might have been holding back, you know, not putting the effort in. You can see very clearly where you have been holding a mask up. And I feel like it's actually really important to talk about that kind of stuff with yourself, because the energy that is being mirrored to you by the people around you will be because of the energy that you're putting out into the, you know, into your community. If you're a person who generally hides, you know, behind different sort of archetypes and masks to maybe fit in or, you know, to be accepted, all that kind of stuff, then genuinely you will tend to attract those kind of people. Because if there's a lack of vulnerability, then it sort of breeds a lack of vulnerability. It's very easy for us to point the finger at somebody else and say, oh, it's them, it's this, it's that, it's the other. But it's like, are we actually really invested with working out, you know, our awareness around our actions and how we've, you know, gone into certain situations? So we've got the Page of Charisma now. I feel like there's Knight of Intelligence. Interesting. So we've got lots of sort of like really courageous energy out here. Lots of it. I feel like there's something that you're really like stamping out, smashing out, and it's causing some healing. There's opportunities wanting to come in, and I feel like it's from crushing, standing firm. Standing firm on, tell me more about the Knight of Intelligence, please. The Ace of Strength now, okay. I'm getting that you're knowing from a deeper place, from a heartfelt place. This is that coming from like emotional intelligence. I'm just gonna put those back and start again because they're asking me to get something more out of this one, and my voice is going. I'm just hearing like universal truths from this Eight of Strength, like there's something pushing you forward from a completely different place, or there will be. I'm hearing, I'm getting like you're going to be charged, you know, like just from this, like from heart, like really like, you know what is right, you know, like for love. There's so many songs. I'm hearing that I will fight for your honor. Oh, what is it called? The Glory of Love. Is it The Glory of Love? The Glory of Love. Something like that. I can't remember the song. Oh my God, that's so funny. But that's what is coming through. Right, okay, so I just turned that card round. We're turning something upside down. Something that was completely like an absolute no-go is a go. That's what I'm getting. Did you see that? I just fumbled that card in my hand and it turned round. That's what's happening. It's not, there's a fumbling energy, but it is going to be turned round. Like, I'm hearing I can do this. I can do this. And then this card's wanting to come out sideways. What's this? Eight of Wisdom. I'm getting that you've been shielding yourself from something. Like all this energy has been on a seesaw, right? Like leading into your 10 of hearts. You've got the 10 of intelligence on the sideways. We've got the King of Intelligence on the sideways. And now we've got the 8 of Wisdom on the sideways, all under this pot of gold, this happy ever after. And this is what it's like sitting on. That's what I'm seeing it as. That's what I'm seeing it sitting on. you could be seeing in your visions and in this new intelligence that you're uncovering how you have held yourself back or how you have shielded yourself from this happy ever after. Like these different, I'm hearing like different moments, different aspects, different. There's just been King of Strength in the reverse. This is about worth for me. This is what is screaming a lack of worth that has been holding down these opportunities from coming in. This partnership, this bonding, this pairing, this, it's all about power. Like this doesn't necessarily have to be with another human being. This is an aspect of yourself that goes after things with this tiger spirit. Whether you're male or female, the tiger is representation of the Empress energy. It's like you've been holding this back, like stopping yourself from making opportunities because your lack of can I do this? Can I not do this? Ooh! Okay. I'm not going to take all those. There's a lot that wants to be said. Right. So the card that actually fell out on the reading was the Ace of Wisdom. Okay, so this page of spikes that came in with the 10 of Hearts right at the start, this is like new opportunity, new spark, the blue flame. Like if you believed in like twin flames and stuff like that, like that would come through on that card. But the twin flame journey for me is more about like massive growth, massive growth, like uncontrollable, like fly at the seat of your pants kind of growth. And this is what led you to this happy ever after. The Ace of Wisdom that's coming out crossing this is basically saying that you are connected to higher, you are connected. The way that they're giving it to me is that you are now connected to a completely different story. A story where what everybody can be different and still work. It's not like everybody has to do the same thing. It's not like everybody has to be the same. It's like this. I'm hearing like you're understanding that something about succumbing to your way of thinking. Like you're understanding that is not, yeah, the Four of Intelligence. There's just this repeating energy for me with this reading about we can all do something different. Like this emotional intelligence is leading you down a different path where it's like we don't all have to say like be the same thing and do the same thing to be able to succeed. Like that's not the aim of the game. That's not love. It's like if someone does all the things that I tell them to do, this is just a storyline that's coming out as I'm channeling. Like if I tell someone to do all the things that I want them to do, like that's not love, that's a job. Like if someone doesn't have their own belief system and doesn't have their own thoughts and doesn't have their own life, it's like, that's not love either. There's just something, I mean, this could be at work. Everybody coming together to do a different job, you know, like there's different, I'm hearing there's different ways to skin a cat, you know, but this is creating a lot of movement. It's almost like as long as everybody is working to the same goal, then it's working. You know, rather than having people around you that sort of, you know, sit and wait for you to do all the things and, you know. So you're seeing now, I could like what I'm getting is you're seeing how you've been out of alignment. You're seeing now how you've been out of purpose and maybe in a constant state of like, I don't know what to decide, or having to decide things because of there's this really sort of like kind of deep storyline that's sort of going into down here with these two cards. There's something about the lifting the masks and seeing how much drama and chaos that is there when people hide, when people, I'm hearing marginalize. That's a word I want to write down. Marginalize. When people marginalize and it causes this destruction. I feel like you're sailing away from this. You're making better decisions. See, I could read it that way. If I'm reading it with that judgment on the top, then I would say that this you're realizing that this has been keeping you out of your purpose. Hiding has been keeping you out of your purpose, like wearing masks. I'm just going to move to the masculine energy, because that's where we wanted to go to. Bear with me just a second. Tell me. Oh, there we go. Tell me, and it's already out. So we've got the Tower in reverse and we've got the Magician in reverse. Okay, so we're looping back round to the front. The Magician in the reverse, so that's twice. So your clarifying card is the Magician in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. That's both Arcana energy. This is something that actually needed to come full circle for you. That's the way that I'm hearing it. Full circle. And things, I'm getting that things weren't manifesting, things weren't coming in because of, it might have something to do with the people around you or where you're sharing your energy, or like not being appreciated. Not being appreciated, like something that may have felt like you're being held back from, or I'm just going to do that again. Can I have a clear message, please? So for me, the Tower in the reverse is very much like a building kind of energy. Something is building quickly. If you think about the Tower smashing down, the Tower in the reverse would be, you know, building something. So we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. We've got the Star in the reverse. So there's a cycle that wants to close out, something that has been a heavy burden, and there hasn't been healing there. Not wanting to have conflict. And then we've got the Fool again. Lots and lots of new energy wanting to come in. Can you hear? Lots and lots of energy wanting to come in. So the 5 of Wands in the reverse is basically saying, like, no more conflict, no more fighting. Maybe you didn't want to have conflict. You didn't feel worthy of, you know, pushing back. I'm hearing pushing back. Page of Cups. So this is about sharing your, you know, what you're feeling, where you are. This is about sharing your emotions. This is about coming forward, opening up on this new beginning. The Lovers in the reverse. I can't even show you that because it's got naked people on it. Not that I mind, but so something, a bad choice. A bad choice. The Lovers doesn't necessarily have to mean a romantic partnership. Doesn't necessarily have to mean that. I mean, obviously it's depicted on the card, but this could just, the Lovers is choices in love. And with it coming up in the reverse is, for me, is basically saying that this caused a lot of harm to you, to them, to whoever was involved. It caused a lot of harm. This Page of Cups is coming out strongly, and it's all about sharing your emotions, and this is what is going to cause this new beginning to come in. And you've got 2 cards, 2 Fools, double, all coming from sharing your emotional intelligence, from being open and honest about how you feel. Ooh. So we've got the 2 of Pentacles, which is walking the tightrope, juggling kind of energy. I'm hearing when pigs fly. So this could be a belief system that you're currently in at the moment. You know, what good will that do if I share how I feel? What good would that do? I'm hearing. So defending this choice, defending this bad choice in love. Making a decision. 2-2. Oh, to heal. Okay. Well, that's very obvious. So right, let me get this right. So there was a feeling of, what good would it do me? What good would it do me if I shared how I feel about this thing? What good would it do me if I showed how I feel? What good would it do? And there has been a decision made to end conflict and to heal this situation, this bad choice in love. So this doesn't have to be you. This could be someone that is attached to you. Take it how it resonates. But we're sending a lot of energy down into this healing space. And this is moving away from anything that no longer serves us, anything that is not balanced, anything that doesn't have our highest good, anyone who doesn't hold us accountable, anyone who doesn't hold us responsible. This love is multifaceted. It's not just someone who shows you affection and gives you a kiss at night. This is someone who will hold you down when things are hitting the fan. This is someone who will support you when you're going through bad things, like who will cheer for you when you are winning. Like, this is the whole idea of the balanced energy within the 6, is that it is balanced. It's not just, flowery, ego wiping kind of information. It's not that. It's balanced, and anything that's not that is what you're walking away from. So you really could take that as a personal message just for you, like you are realizing that, which I think is really great. Really, really great. So have we got anything else to close? I feel like emotional intelligence is driving all of this. That's exactly the download what I got at the start of the reading. Okay, so we've got another 6 here. 6 in the reverse. King, wow. Woo-hoo. I'm hearing I don't want to leave. I'm hearing that. I don't know what that means, but as soon as I saw those cards, I heard I don't want to leave. So we've got the King of Wands and we have the 4 of Wands. This is really passionate energy towards a celebration. So I don't know whether this is a partnership that has broken down, or a friendship, or a business relationship, whatever it means to you. But the emotional intelligence is what is actually going to drive this situation, that I was saying before these cards came out. So the walking away from anything that is no longer out of balance and that is basically harmful is what is being walked away from. And this is you. So you can take it as you, or you can take it as someone who is coming towards you with maybe an apology, or, wanting to heal something with you. But as soon as I saw those cards, it was, I do not want to leave. And the King of Wands is extremely passionate, who gets the job done. He is the boss. The 4 of Wands is that 11-11 energy, new beginning, divine union, all that kind of stuff. Like, the 4 of Wands is really important card in tarot, I believe. And you've also got this dance between the divine, masculine and feminine. So this is the balance. That is what this reading has been asking for, is the balance of energy, the balance of a balanced relationship. I give to you, you give to me. It might be in different formats, but it's still, we're both walking and talking and building a common goal. And I feel like that is the message, building towards a common goal. So I'm going to leave that there. I feel like there was a hell of a lot of masculine energy that wanted to come through there. A hell of a lot. And at times that was incredibly gritty, and my throat really hurts now. So let's see what comes up for you. I do hope that has been helpful. If you have enjoyed the reading, if you would like to subscribe, comment, a thumbs up, it really does help with the growth of the channel. Obviously, that is one of my intentions. I would really, love to be able to read for a community and share these messages broadly. That would be lovely. I'm hopefully going to start sharing some podcasts and some more detailed videos that interest me. So look out for that if you're interested. And if you would like to book a reading or buy cards or any of that lovely stuff, then you can do so in the description box above. I can never remember where it is. So we've got direction, guardian, choose your path. Very much the energy. The direction of the path is coming from a different place this time. It's a heart-led decision, which is going to create a different path forward. I really hope that helps. And I'd love to know your thoughts. I love feedback. So if you want to get in the comments and share, I would love that. But until next time, I shall see you soon.